Hello everyone, I'm Carrie. Today I will show my road to be an AI engineer, and this tech road I learned from the LinkedIn and Boss and maybe JobStreet and JobsDB in this search of websites, and they have some job description, and I just learning direction to that. So I have my own tech road, and now I will show this to you. Okay, and if you are an AI engineer, the first technology you need to have is an agent. Let me say, first of all, we need to have an agent. And for agents, we need to have a lot of parts. First, we need to learn about prompt. And for prompts, I will teach you where to learn about this. You can just search prompt guide. Let me see. Yeah, this one. You can learn about prompt in this website, Promote Engineering Guide. And I just learned from this website. They have the large language model setting based on prompting and prompting technologies. There are a lot of useful information, and here can help you learn about the prompt. And if you want to know about the real world prompt, you need to this awesome prompt. You search this, and here the first one, which have 140 star, awesome ChatGPT prompts, and there are a lot of prompts. You can just use the prompt into here, okay? And there's also a website. Let me see. Okay, let me find that. I remember here's a link to see what a prompt. Maybe this one. Let me check. Yeah. Here we have a prompt, and the word prompt is free. You just need to click here, and let me find whether I can use this free. Okay, maybe it can be used, and directly go to ChatGPT, and let me see how can I copy this. Let me see how can I copy this test. Maybe double click. Okay, so in here you just double click here, and you can copy the prompt, and you just need to search in here, such as coding, and click AI search. This will be more related to your usage. Oh, it can be open, I don't know why, but if I don't open this, it can also have the Bible coding prompt, such as role play. Okay, download this one, just role. I'm not sure whether they have the results. Let me see. Go and oh, it was open now. Okay. So this is prompt engineering. You just need this website, learning in promptingguide.ai, and awesome ChatGPT prompt, and you can click here, and then you will have a prompt library. Okay, and I highly recommend you know about the prompt engineering knowledge first. Okay, so this is the first prompt, and second, you need to know about large language model, and I recommend 3 large language model platform, And the first is OpenAI. You just need to type OpenAI doc, and maybe here. Yeah, so you can know the model of OpenAI GPT 4.2 Gemini, well, GPT 5 mini, and you can know the price of OpenAI here. And also you can know about how can you call the API such as Python. Yeah, so this is OpenAI document just here. Okay, and second, I recommend Gemini. And Gemini, you need to type Gemini API doc, and this one. Yeah, so you can now how can you call Gemini API key, and there are a lot of model you can call. Let me check, maybe here. Then you will have a model list here. Okay, so you just need to know about OpenAI and Gemini and the Cloud Code. Cloud Code doc. Yeah. So that is everything you need to know about large language model, OpenAI, Gemini, and Cloud Code. And also, if you find your internet is not very stable, you can use a large language model proxy, and that is OpenRouter. OpenRouter, yeah. And OpenRouter is a API for any model. You can use OpenRouter to call OpenAI. You can use OpenRouter to call Gemini and the Cloud Code. And because it's just an integrated platform, you can call any model at here. And without any internet disconnection. Yeah. So that is OpenRouter. It's just a platform for OpenAI, Gemini, and the Cloud Code. The API is the same. It's the same. Just because this OpenRouter buy API from OpenAI, Gemini, and the Cloud Code and provide to us. Yeah. So the second is large language model. The first is prompt, and the third is memory. And I will teach you where to learn about memory. You just need to search GitHub, and in your MEM0. And this is a project that I highly recommend, which have 44,000 star MEM0. And you can know about the source code. And if you don't want to learn about the source code, you can just use the API from MEM0. But this can be self-host, and this can be used in platform. Okay, so here is a website. Okay, and you also need to know about RAG. Okay, and if you want to learn about RAG, you just type RAG. And let me find that. Wait a minute. RAG. Awesome. Sorry, I just forget the name. But it doesn't matter. So let me first describe what you need to learn about, and choose. Okay. And MCP. And the middleware, MIDDLE, middleware. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and let me think. Yeah. Maybe what about is this 7, and you can just learning non-chunk if you don't want to. If you don't want to focus on one part, you are a AI engineer, and you are maybe beginner AI engineer or advanced AI engineer, you can just learn Langchain, because Langchain can do everything for you. You just in here Langchain doc. So let me show you how to use Langchain. You just use this one, Langchain, and Langchain is for beginner. And if you want to more advanced in Langchain, you can learn about LangGraph. And LangGraph is you can design your own agent. And Langchain, you just use the agent Langchain provide and call the API. So in maybe 80% of usage, you just need to use Langchain. And in other advanced scenario, you can use LangGraph. And this is my suggestion. Okay, so if you want to call any model, you just need to do the same things. You from langchain.agent, import create agent, and then you can def tools. And if you want to create agent, you need to use create agent. And the model name is the real model name of the model, whatever is belong to OpenAI, or belong to Gemini, or belong to Cloud Core. It doesn't matter. You just type the name here, okay? And for the tools, you just push the tools name into a list. And here is your system prompt. You don't need to care about the model. You don't need to care about the model name. Just type in here. And if you want to call any model, just use agent.invoke. And here is a message. So this is Langchain. If you want to fast grab everything in agent, you just use Langchain. And I am using Langchain now. And for some scenario, maybe I will write code and implement framework by myself. But most of the time, I will just use Langchain and LangGraph and LangSmith. Okay, so if you want to learn about the memory, here is also a short-term memory and long-term memory. Here is the part, and here is how you can streaming, and here is how you can make the output be structured. And here is the middleware. You can just call Langchain's middleware. You don't need to implement this by yourself. And let me say, yeah, here you need to care is Langchain part and the integration part. And in this part, you can know how to integrate with maybe database, maybe rack system. Yeah, such as here we have tools, we have middleware, we have a retrieval. And retrieval test splitter embedding model. Vector store, this for is for rack system, and this is the same for rack system. Okay, so for this, you can just all in one in Langchain. So everything you need to learn is just Langchain, but Langchain is not very easy, you know. But when you learn the Langchain, everything is easy for you. Okay, so this is the first part. I call this as large language model operation, which is LLMs. LLMs, okay, is the first part. And the second part, that is your backend ability. Backend. And for backend, you need to learn Fast API. And Fast API is a platform that can make your server become a API, you know. And that is if you have a function, you have a server, and your teammates want to call your function, call your server, and then you need to make yourself become a API. So you need to learn about Fast API, and here is the Fast API doc. You just go through the doc, click learn, and learn all about this. Yeah, so this is backend you need to know about, and third is database. And the database, I recommend 2 databases for you. The first is Postgre. Postgre, Postgre, Postgre Circle. And this is a raching database, and PG vector. PG vector is for vectory. It's for vector database. PG vector is for vector database, and Postgre is for relation database. And you can integrate PG vector into into Postgre, and in non-chain, it integrates PG vector in non-chain. I just help you find this. And for my later course, I will teach that in detail. But in my first course, I just maybe tell this very overboard. Yeah. PG vector. Okay, let me find the vector store. This one. PG vector. Let me find that. Yeah, here. And you just need to run this code, and in your terminal, you just run your terminal, run this in your terminal. And you need to download Docker desktop. You run this, and this can be running in your Docker desktop. And download this dbeaver. In dbeaver, you can watch your own database. This one, dbeaver. Yeah, this one, dbeaver. You can watch your own database in dbeaver, and you just need to right click and use connect. Oh, wait a minute. Create connection, and you can select the PG vector and next, and writing here for your host, your database name, your username, your password, and then you can click here and watch your database. Yeah. So that is a database manager. Let me say dbeaver. Dbeaver is just a viewer. You can view your database at dbeaver. And PG vector and Postgre is just database. And then we need to learn about Redis. REDS. Redis is a cache database that can make your data more fast. So here is a database. And more than that, you need to know about ORM. ORM is object related to mapping. Then if you know about ORM, you can mapping your database object to a Python object. So you need to learn SQLchemy, SQLchemy, and ALEMBC. Alembic. Use Alembic, you can immigrate your database, and SQLchemy is the ORM framework. So you need to use both of them. Yeah. Okay, let me think about more. Maybe the first part, let me think. That is, oh yeah, deploy. You also need to know how to deploy project. So for deploy, you need to learn AWS and Docker. Yeah. I highly recommend you type all of the technology in ChatGPT and let ChatGPT explain that to you. Because I draw is really messy. Sorry. So I hope you can enjoy this video. maybe next time I will improving this. I just start to do this. Thank you very much.